right, well, to kick us off again, we have an amazing panel hosted by one of our Pro 10s, Executive Master Pro 10, Raelene Elam. So please help me welcome her to the stage.
Hey, LifeVantage. I just love panels. I love the opportunity to hear from a bunch of different perspectives on the same topic. And then on top of that, you can take these perspectives and apply them to yourself. So in today's panel, we're excited to learn about why LifeVantage and why LifeVantage for you, and hopefully be able to use the same perspectives to understand and reach out to someone else to help them understand why LifeVantage for them. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So Kai, we're going to start with you. Sure. So excited to hear your story today, Kai. Can you please share some of that with us and help us to understand why it led you to LifeVantage?
Perfect. Thank you, Ray. It's a great honor to be here at our Elite Academy event. And I thank God and thank LifeVantage for this opportunity to join you all. And briefly, I'd like to honor one of my teammates, Arlene Wyatt, who is courageously fighting for stage 4 cancer. Prayers and love. So back to your question, Ray. Let me start with my story. Originally from the Philippines, youngest of the 4 siblings, I lived most of my life in poverty. At age 25, I was summoned to take responsibility of 2 parents and 2 grandparents. At age 33, I became a single mom only after a short marriage of 3 years. But blessed with my one and only son, Nico, I found my inspiration to break the chain of poverty in the family. Fast forward, when I found a better opportunity to run my own international telecommunications company in Asia, I left the corporate world. Success was not overnight, but with a mindset to thrive, I flourished. It was 1998, recession came, I was invincible, traveling around the world. However, change took place when I married the love of my life, Greg, sold my company, and migrated with my son in the US. Came back to employment as a business banker, but I wasn't happy not getting paid my worth. Searching for a better way, I saw ABC investigative report in 2011. Boy, my mind shifted. I was on fire even though I didn't know what I was doing. Let alone network marketing is something I didn't see myself doing, but I felt like God was leading me to something beautiful. So I committed 100% to learning the business concept. And indeed, affliction took place in our lives unexpectedly. However, our LifeVantage business kept us afloat during Greg's battle with grade 3 brain cancer when his company laid him off 6 months while he was fighting for his life. Losing our medical insurance, losing his 6-figure income, and not knowing whether he'll live or not was the toughest thing we ever faced in our marriage. But by the grace of God, he lives and is now cancer-free. Yet, we realized that traditional jobs are no longer a secure place. So I focused on rebuilding my LifeVantage business for another 4 years, while Greg came back to work. So when we reached the Elite Pro 8 rank in 2018, Greg said goodbye to his 6-figure income. Truthfully, digging the well before getting thirsty was such a huge lesson in our lives.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that, Kai. That's such an amazing story for those of you that didn't know that. It's awesome, thank you. So Bert, so in 2009, you kind of were in the same position in corporate America. I don't know if any of you guys can picture that. I could not picture Bert in corporate America, but you were there, right? So what led you to come to LifeVantage? What intrigued you to be here?
Ray, that's kind of funny, you know, because I was in the corporate world for quite a while, and I enjoyed it. I thought I was on top of the world. I was making a lot of money. It was very cool. It was unique. I was selling tow trucks, okay? Nobody really knows. Why do you sell, who sells tow trucks, right? So, but as you know, I thought I was on top of the world. We built our dream house east of Parker, Colorado. We had our horses, our toys, the boats, all the good stuff. But then the economy crash in the late 2000s. You remember 2008, 9, and 10, you guys? Incredible. I thought I was going to lose everything, you know, my house, my wife, my horses, you know. I mean, you don't know what goes on when things get crazy like that, right? Good friend of mine that came to my house, and he had offered to share some information with me. And I looked him square in the eye and I said, Greg, I'm not looking for another network marketing company, okay? And he told me, listen, I've been researching this for 3 days solid. This is really something we got to look at. It might be an answer for our families. And I went, okay. I can always say no, but I got to listen. You know, you're one of my best friends, right? So I went over to his house. I watched this ABC investigative report. How important, right? Incredible, you guys. I watched that and I went, if that's real, I want to know a little bit more, right? That's all it has to do. And he said, well, I got Skip Campbell doing a webinar here in a few minutes. Let's watch the webinar and we'll both learn a little bit more, you know? And so we watched Skip, and he was on fire. It was just crazy. You know how Skip is, you know? Most important supplement a person can take, bar none, you know? And when I got done with that, I thought, oh my gosh, this is something we got to do, okay? Now, I had to go home and do my research. I went home, I did my research, you know, and couldn't find anything bad. I thought, okay. So I called Greg back up and I said, I'm in, let's do this. He goes, whoa, wait a minute, I'm not even in yet. His predicament was worse than mine was at that time, okay? And I said, I really think you're right. I think this could be an answer, right? We're just regular cowboys, and, you know, this could be something we could replace our incomes, okay? And so we both got together and started building, started working, and it was incredible. We just put our heads down. There was a group of us together. We started building some energy in the Denver area. There was Skip Campbell, myself, Greg Deeker, and Russell Blanche, and Tracy. And we just started working, you guys. Started sharing this with everybody because that was something that they needed. We were doing the right things, the right beliefs, the right behaviors, and teaching that out and duplicating it in our teams. And lo and behold, we just walked through the ranks together. It was absolutely incredible. So, guys, you can do that. If this old cowboy can do it, you can do it too.
That's so incredible. I'm sure so many of you guys can relate to the financial hardships that came from 2008 and 2009. So thank you so much for sharing that. So Summer. I love this girl, by the way. So, Summer, you had a lot of the same type of a background as they did, right? You're in this corporate world, you're doing super well. You didn't need the money. So what led you to start a LifeVantage business?
Well, funny story, frankly. I'm working 80, 90 hours a week. I'm traveling 4 states. I was a medical device rep living in Montana at the time, living in a hotel room 3 to 4 nights a week, providing a life for my family I can't even participate in. And the greatest man in the world came into my life, and his name is Rob, just in case you haven't met him yet, but he came into my life, and I'm unbelievably grateful for the decisions that he made because he saw this just a couple of weeks before we met. So things happen for a reason, and people come into your life for a reason. And similar to Bert, but I almost got laid off, and that was enough to scare me to death. Absolutely scare me. But when I met Rob, here I am, I'm 37 years old, I'm divorced, I have no friends, I don't have a family, I'm burnout, I'm lonely, I'm anxious, I have depression, and I'm going, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do because somebody else is dictating my choices. Yeah. But here's the thing, Rob didn't share this with me. I researched everything behind his back because that's what you do when you're just dating. That was my strategy, is that I just took a look. You guys, what I found blew my mind. I saw medical technology. I've been in the medical community for over a decade. Medical technology that is unbelievable. I saw a way to create the life that I wanted to live, not have somebody else tell me how I'm gonna live my life, that I could be the captain of my own ship. So Rob and I ran with this. We have been doing this 100% together since the beginning. We have a beautiful little girl. Her name is Gabriella. She's 3 years old. She wouldn't be here if it wasn't for LifeVantage and for all the people that have surrounded this company. She wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be here, and we're so grateful.
That's awesome. So she just talked about how she had somebody else dictating her life, but what she didn't explain is that 3-year-old now dictates her life.
Fair enough. That is true.
So that's so awesome, though. Thank you so much, Summer. So I'm going to come back to you, Bert. I have another question for you. Yep. So obviously you were just talking about being in corporate America, and you were obviously looking to rule your own finances, right? You were obviously
Yes.
looking to be in control yourself. So with that, you've been through 6 companies with network marketing. What sets LifeVantage apart from those 6 different companies that helped you to want to be a part of it and to run with it?
Well, Ray, you know, I was part of 6 other companies for 18 years. Okay, I was one of those guys that kind of dipped my toe in a little, you know, and I like the products. I love the people because they're entrepreneurial minded, self-motivated, awesome people. People I liked hanging around, okay? And that's what I saw in network marketing, okay? But when I saw LifeVantage, I had a bigger need. I had a need I had to take care of. Okay, I wasn't laid off yet. It was 6 months prior to me getting downsized out of my job. And thank God I saw the picture, okay? We joined together. First guy I went and talked to was Russell Blanche. And I went and talked to him in his house. It was awesome, you know. He always listened, okay? Most of the time he said no, which is okay, but he always listened. But that ABC Prime, all I did was go over, share the ABC Prime Time with him. He goes, interesting. That's all you want is that little kind of reaction, right? So I said, well, listen, I'm going to a meeting on Wednesday night. Would you like to join me? Right? He said, yeah, I'll join you. He said, I don't have anything going. I said, okay, I'll come pick you up. So I get over to his house, go to pick him up that evening. And he goes, Tracy, I'm going to a meeting with Bert. You want to come with us? And she goes, no, and don't sign up. It was hilarious, you know. And so anyway, we go to the meeting. It's at Skip Campbell's office. And we're just having a blast. And Skip's on fire and swinging dead cats and all that stuff that we know Skip talks about. And the Skiptionary and everything, right? And Russell loved everything he heard. But he couldn't sign up that night because he told his wife he wasn't going to sign up. So I touched base with him in the morning, and he shared the ABC Primetime with his wife. And what did she ask him? Did you buy any of that stuff? You told him not to sign up, honey. So we got started together, and that was the beginning of a awesome relationship. Now, I'd known Russell from another company. It was a wonderful time. We just started working together, duplicating out what we were doing. We were having several home meetings a week, hotel meetings, trainings in his barn. We were just having a blast, and we were helping thousands of people along the way. And that's why LifeVantage right there. That's what sets us apart.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Bert. And if I don't know if you guys heard it, my number one thing I caught on to from what Bert said is, for sure, without a doubt, our product is definitely sets us apart, right? It sets us apart from everyone else, and our business is part of our products,
Absolutely.
if you ask me. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
bet.
So Summer, now we just talked about some of the differences between us and other network marketing companies. Now for you, you probably remember that there are some similarities to other network marketing companies as life, corporate America, everywhere that you see, right? As you start to find success, you find yourself tripping over hurdles, whether it's hurdles in your business, hurdles in your life, hurdles come regardless, right? So how do you continue to build your business through those hurdles?
Oh, that's a good question. There are so many hurdles. You guys, success is just a test. But it's what you focus on is going to grow. So do me a favor right now. I want you to take out a piece of paper. And on one side of the paper, I want you to write problems. And then write all of your problems on that side of the paper. Then I want you to flip over that paper and write solutions. And then put all of your solutions on that side of the piece of paper. Now flip it back over. When you're looking at your problems, do you see a solution in sight? No. Flip it over. When you look at the solutions, where's your problems? Because you guys have choices. That's the thing. You have choices, but you're not living your life like you have them, because it's everything that you focus on. Because what's going to be more painful for you? This is a question you should ask yourself, because this is what I asked myself. Is it more painful for me to stay in the environment that I was, lonely, depressed, anxious, burnt out, not justifying to myself why I was never going to be a parent, living in that environment, or So there's choice number one, or get uncomfortable until you're comfortable and change. Do something about it, because if you want something in your life to change, you need to change. Success is just a test. That's it. But it's all about your perspective. The more hurdles that we come across, the more laughing that we do, because you know why? If we didn't have hurdles, our life would be boring. But we have hurdles, so we're living. You guys start living your life. Be active participant in it. But right now, it's your time. It's your turn to start creating the life that you want to live. But that is all a choice for you. Don't let those define you. Focus on what you need to focus on so you can create the life that you want to live.
Yes.
And back
We
to
all
you, Ray.
see why I love this girl.
I'm like, I don't, how do people
awesome.
sit here?
She's awesome. We love her to death. I absolutely agree. Stop standing still. Progress. Do something about it, right? Become something. So I'm going to come back over here to Kai. Okay. Obviously, we just talked about hurdles, right? Hurdles and barriers in our lives. How do you overcome them when you're building your business?
Wow, Summer's really right on. Well, LifeVantage is a remarkable but a tough journey. Breaking through numerous barriers in our day-to-day life, along with building our LifeVantage business, is not easy. So, discipline. Discipline is essential to everyone's success. I was fortunate to acquire that principle at a tender age. But along with discipline, decision has to be made. When I made a choice to thrive in life, I was all in because I made that decision to get out of poverty. And I made the same exact decision with my LifeVantage business when Greg lost his job due to cancer. Action. I put in action what I was wired to do. So never disregard your hardships in life, for it will shape you well. Finally, preparation. Preparation of mind, body, and spirit is the key to success, because life is going to break you. People will reject and frustrate you, but our experiences in life is the greatest teacher. So, you must surround yourself with people who raises your standards and not lower them. Therefore, you must be willing to, number one, work long hours, days, weeks, and sometimes away from your families. Second, throw away your excuses. Get out of your comfort zone and be willing to grow. Third, be hungry to learn. Understand and master the skills of our business concept by always being the first to be at the LV Zoom trainings and events, and begin to adapt yourself in this digital economy as well. Stay close with your good mentors and adopt their winning behaviors. Work hard to achieve personal growth and watch your life unfold, and ultimately transform into a whole new you. And fourth, I would like to share this quote. I love this quote from Theodore Roosevelt. He said, "There has never yet been a man in our history who led a life of ease, whose name is worth remembering."
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Way
So if you
cool.
guys can
That was
remember
nice.
earlier, corporate was talking about the Olympics, right? We had our gold medal winners and we were talking about the Olympics. And as I was sitting here listening to you, Kai, that's what it made me think of, right? When you think of an Olympic athlete, you think of somebody who is disciplined, right?
Yep.
Somebody who makes a decision, somebody who's willing to put in the long hours and willing to put in the time that they need to make it to where they want to get, to the gold, right? Getting to the gold. And that is exactly what I heard in what you said,
Yes.
and that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to come back to you again, Kai. So thinking of that and kind of thinking of that Olympic mentality that we were talking about, you are huge on thinking about having a winning mindset, right? You got to have a winning mindset in what you do. Why is that important? Tell me why that's important, and tell me how you can stay focused on that while you build.
That's a great question, Ray. If you want to win in the future, you need to decide to lead, or someone else will. We are living in a competitive world, and this new economy needs fewer people. The rise of technology has changed everything. Robotics are taking place. So understand that building your LifeVantage business is 90% mindset and 10% technical. It's simple. Make a decision to commit and do what it takes to be consistent in order to develop a positive mindset. Anyone can do this if there's a will. Because if you do not have a winning mindset from the start, you will fail and you will quit. Becoming successful is not about how talented you are, but it's how tough you are. To achieve anything great in life, you have to fight for it every single day because the grind is both mental and physical. In fact, it is more mental than physical. Physical ability is important, yes, but it will only take you so far. You can't achieve excellence until you train your mind to take you there. Because success demands effort, and there's consequences if you don't give it. Guys, winners will always find a way to win. As Napoleon Hill quoted, success requires no explanation. Failure needs no alibi. You are a success because you want this bad enough and your why is so huge, nothing and no one can stop you. We all joined LifeVantage because of our whys. So learn as fast as you can and follow the experts who have paved the roads for you. Invest yourself in developing the proper mindset by not missing events and plug in to other personal development trainings available to you to improve upon. The clock is ticking. Chop, chop. LifeVantage is going to take off with or without you. So today, make a choice. And together, let's take LifeVantage into a billion-dollar company. God bless.
Thank you. I don't know, if you guys are not ready to just run and take off right now and you're headed out the door, I don't know what's going to get you there. Thank you so much. So with that winning mindset here, Bert, tell me what you're excited and looking the most forward to over the next decade. Since you've been here for about 12 years now, you've got to see the last decade. What are you excited about in the next?
I'm extremely excited, and I hope that you guys are extremely excited. You know that it's been 12 years since I've been part of this company now, and still today there is nothing in the world that lowers oxidative damage in your body. And we still do about 40% in 30 days. You guys, that's incredible. We're still at the beginning of this technology exploding globally. I hope you see that. It's amazing. I can't, every time I even think about that, I just go, why isn't everybody just running? And second of all, you guys, right now, I started in December of 2009, okay? Today, with this pandemic stuff that's been going on, we're in the same boat as a country. There's people out of jobs. There's small businesses that have gone out of business. There's people looking to make their lives better, to have a better lifestyle for their family. This is what we have today in LifeVantage, you guys. If you don't see it, you got to get up and run now. We will be a multi-billion-dollar company in the next 5 to 10 years. Do you want to be a part of it or not? Let's do it together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Speaking of running now, right? I don't know how many of you guys were paying attention during the recognition part of this, but Rob and Summer, oh, they're amazing, have just taken the last few months and decided, you know what, we're going to put our heads down and we're going to run. And over the last couple of months have decided to put about $100,000 worth of volume in their organization to take them from 7 to 8. Now, that being said, Summer, you were already in the top 1% of the company, right? You were already at 7, you were already in elite. What went through your mind that said, you know what? I need to buckle down right now, put my head down, run hard, and this is a multi-question question. But on top of that, what has this done for your future business, and where do you see yourself continuing with this?
Oh, man.
Do you want me to repeat it?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Because I'm going to tell you guys, it's not about you. It's not about Rob and I. This isn't a joke. This business is a serious, serious business because we're changing people's lives here. That's why we've treated it this way, the way we are, because it's not about us. It's about the families that are being impacted. In the month of May, Rob and I personally, with the help of our group, but we did over 1,100 presentations, 197 rank advancements occurred in the month of May. Do you think that, I can't sit down, do you think that families' lives have been changed? Do you think that the confidence that they have now to go out and share their story with the world has been able to be created here? Yes, 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 but we need every single one of you to help us, because the ripple effect that's been created here is turning into a tidal wave. We cannot do this on our own.
Yes.
We need every single last one of you to have the confidence in yourself, the confidence in this company, the confidence in everybody that's here right now to do this, because you can, because we're going to believe in you until you believe in yourself.
Amen.
Because what we're doing right now, the ripple effect that's being created is turning into that tidal wave, and we will participate in world domination.
Woo! Woo! Yes. I just want to soak it all in, right? I'm learning so much. This
Woo! Who's with me?
Home. We're doing
Who
this.
is with me? Are you
doing
guys
this.
with me?
Yes, baby.
Yes.
Let's do it.
We are doing this.
Yes.
So, okay, you guys, so here it is, right? So now you've had the opportunity to hear the why of these LifeVantage leaders and from others that I'm sure you've heard it from. It's your turn. Figure out your why. If you know your why, keep it in your mind as you build. As you hit hurdles, keep your why in mind, and you can find success. And as you find that success, keep your why in mind.
Excuse me.
Right? Don't forget where you came from. Right now, this is your guys' challenge. What is your future with LifeVantage? Why are you allowing anything to hold you back from accomplishing your dreams? You need to build your belief in the industry. You need to build your belief in this company, build your belief in the products, and most of all, build belief in yourself and go get it done. Woo. Thank you guys for listening. This was awesome. Woo. Thank you so much.
Amen. Woo!